What's up, guys? We're back with round 4 at our second Edison Monthly here at the Armoury in Massachusetts. We have Kyle Batello on the left playing Blackwings versus Juan on the right playing Vayu Turbo. I actually lost to Juan round 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on pure Blackwings at this day. Through game 3, not playing against the ways I could lose, being like brain control, Sirocco, but we have a normal start from Kyle with Shuras at 3 pass.
Who's favored in this, typically?
It depends on who you ask. It's like maybe like 55-45 with like some people think Blackwings is better, but then you have to factor in if they have Whirlwind or not. And then sometimes Vayu could be better with like things like Hamster. But let's see if Kyle has an Icarus attack. Oh, MST. Oh, it's Solemn.
Wow, just a Solemn? Like, usually it's gotta like protect something.
Sure.
But I would see the Blackwings just because of oppression and stopping all the special summons.
Well, not really, because Vayu plays oppression as well.
Oh, Vayu does?
Yeah, Vayu usually plays 1 to 2. I know lately they've been substituting the oppressions into the side deck in exchange for deck debuts in the main. Just because of that information. It's just so important, especially for 3 turns.
Right.
There's no other card really like that.
What about for Blackwings? You try the deck debut in the main?
Oh, for sure. I think you have to play at least one. Shout out to a true hero. He's the one that did it first. But yeah, I just feel like deck debut is strongest game 1. I know some players are trying to deck build in alignment to that card. You know, not playing as many weenies, things like battle faders and stuff. But it's just a card that absolutely has to be respected. But we do have Gale cutting the Vayu and then summoning a Thought Ruler. And attacking over. So Kyle definitely doesn't have an Icarus attack. I think he would have played it at that point. I'd assume one of his sets is either a Solemn or a Starlight Road. I know he was maining it for this event. So to set 3 turn 1, I'd imagine one of those 2 cards is there. There's no way Kyle's getting blown up by a Heavy Storm. I've never seen it. So yeah, setting 1, another card, maybe Vayu Icarus. I know he's not a fan of the draw traps either, but you do have Vayu access there. 3 darks as well. Because I believe Thought Ruler only negates if you target one single psychic monster. So if you have the Icarus, you can't do it. But he still doesn't have the Icarus. Getting burned for 1,000 there. Deprison. I don't think
that's why I couldn't Thought
27. Alright, so he should have done the 1,000 burn as well. So he should be at 2,000, but we'll see if that ends up mattering. Alright, Whirlwind. Sirocco. Bora, okay. Alright, so he doesn't have Bottomless. Clearly not Torrential. There's no way. So we have a Gale here. Priority to make it 1350. And I'd assume he eventually makes an Armor Master to combo with the Vayu in his graveyard. See if he ends up just attacking here. Yeah, so then no Mirror Force. Curious as to what his face down is. It's not Oppression.
I hate when... that's why I hate Gale. Just like
the whole
figure out
thing, yeah.
life points.
I mean, at least no one plays cards like, you know, what is it, Reaper of the Cards, Castle of Dark Illusion, that was like 1930 and stuff like that, 1738. Then we have the Blackwing Armor Master. I think he's on 2 cards in hand.
Is Gale's once per turn?
Correct.
To have, yeah.
No, 3 cards in hand, I think. Oh, Dark Arm Dragon, of course.
Oh, because a Thought Ruler. I was wondering, because he had banished
right.
2.
Oppression. Yep, okay.
Should be at 12.
Right, 12 at this point, because of the burn from Vayu.
Caius. Oh, yeah.
Curious as to what he has. Maybe a return or something. I really want to know what that set card is. A normal Armageddonite.
So if you negate return with oppression, do they all go to the grave?
No, they stay where they are.
Okay.
Because you're just paying cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, Necrogarna. Yeah, because you don't get Plague at this point because of oppression. You could get another piece into the graveyard, but I don't think he has either one available right now. Excuse me. And it's the real Armor Master too, so you need another way of killing it outside of battle.
What do you mean real Armor Master?
So like its effect is intact versus if it's like summoned through a Vayu, it's just like summoning Dark Magician.
Oh, I never think of that. Vayu negates their effects.
Yeah, because I know earlier on when Edison was getting its resurgence, you could see like maybe like 1 to 2 copies of Book of Moon in Vayu, because you'd be able to Book of Moon your Vayu synchros and be able to make them real.
Oh, yeah,
That's how
yeah.
they would get their effects afterwards. We do have a Necrogardner here.
It would still work like that, right? Like if he did have a book, he booked his guy, and then
right. It would still,
back.
yeah, it wouldn't die in battle. Curious if he has a Kais in hand. He has a set Rhoda. Yeah, I was not. I was thinking. I don't even know what I was thinking. Like I guess Dark Grepher, I imagine, or another Armageddon Knight.
Nice Ixie.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. His oppression just
just
loses.
I mean, that's a normal summon. Maybe probably like set like a back row or 2. Stacking for Plague. Well, I mean, in theory, Kyle's at 12 at this point, so we're saying that's fine. He has to banish the Plague. Brionic or Goyo. And I imagine you negate whichever one this is, depending on what your back row is as well. Goyo. And then Chaining Damage.
Oh, all right.
All right, so Kyle should be at 400 at this point.
Yeah.
See if this matters. So Goyo attack.
Puts the wedge counter on it.
I think that's only when Armor Master attacks, not is attacked, but I could be wrong. Armageddon Knight defense mode. Yeah, so Kyle should be at 100 at this point.
That's crazy.
And then Armor Master. And 25. I gotta see. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's only when Armor Master attacks. Do we add him set? I assume like a Racco or a Hamster. Oh, sure, we'll win. He scoops it up? Okay.
Yeah.
So, curious as to that, but we have game 2 right here. Yeah, if this card attacks a monster. Okay.
So the 100 didn't end up coming into play.
Right, but even in theory, like he shouldn't have taken 300 there because you don't take damage from Armor Master. So those life points were all over the place, but
I think the result was the same.
I think so, especially with like the Shura Whirlwind, but I mean we have the Dust Tornadoes here, fresh from the side deck. The Armageddon Knight normal summon.
How many you main? How many Dust Tornadoes do you try to main?
It's tricky. Like sometimes like I'll just like hate the world and I'll main deck 3 of them. Sometimes it'll be like 1 to 2, sometimes 0. But I think within like the 55 of like main deck and side deck, you will see 3 Dust Tornado.
Yeah.
In terms of like quantity, in terms of specific one, it depends on what deck you're playing, matchups and things like that. But I think 3 Dust Tornadoes in the side deck is pretty staple.
Yeah.
Especially against like Blackwings, Vayu, Gladiator Beast, things like that.
Yeah, with Glads, you need it in the main just because there's so many things that just hurt you, that are, like spells and traps. So
right. We have a set 1 pass from Kyle. Maybe either like another Dust Tornado or like an Icarus attack. Oh, Torrential. Okay, a fast card. All right, milling the 3 there. Kaiku and the Gores. Yep.
And what is it gonna remove 2? Is it only monsters or?
Right. I believe the first edition for that short period of time, it was 2 cards, but then it was, I believe, a mistranslation, and then ended up changing it just to monsters.
What happened to his token? Did you just?
So he actually has that clear sleeve there. That's obviously a token.
Oh yes, clearly.
Yeah. And it's that 3 pass.
That's a new token. I haven't seen that one.
Right. But I mean, this just goes to show you like the way Kyle plays. Like I imagine he opened with the Gores and like multiple trap cards, but just instead of like playing all the trap cards and then eventually doing Gores, just playing it slow, like 1 card at a time. Starting with the Dust Tornado and then the Torrential, and now we have the Icarus attack. Just like slowly like working your way into the grind, and I think that's what differentiates someone like Kyle from like a more I would say traditional Blackwing player, which is sort of like balls to the wall. Like, slam your cards on the table, which, a lot of your games can be like that, depending on, of course, the way the game progresses. But just sort of like slow rolling it and just, going card for card can definitely be the difference between winning and losing.
Oh, especially the Plague for just to get his Torrential off. I know what you mean. I feel like so I just brought Blackwings to the locals for the first time, and I feel like the deck, the way I've been playing it, was
the scoop.
The way I lost to.
Damn! So shout out to Kyle.
Oh,
the 2-0 on the Vayu.
Alrighty. Well,
thank thank you guys for watching, and
Yeah.
then we'll be back for the finals.
Real quick before we go, we just want to shout out our Edison monthlies. The next one's going to be January 5th at 12 p.m. on Sunday. You can meet us at the Armoury, 67 Huddleston Ave in Fairhaven, Mass. What is it? What do we got? Dark Greffer, Secret, First Ed. And it's always the heat. It's near mint. You know it.
Of course. And then on top of this, if you're in the area, we do weekly Edison tournaments every Sunday at the Armoury as well here in Fairhaven, Mass. At 12:30, we have a great crowd trying to get more people involved within Edison, building a community out here in the South Coast. So if you're in the area, please stop by and come through.
Peace.